Have you ever wondered why plant-based meats are so much cheaper than regular meats? Or why they're so much healthier? What I'm going to talk about today is a really early stage idea. It probably will also sound crazy, but it just might work. Let me start with a story, the journey from crop to a burger. For many plant-based meat companies, life begins as a soy protein isolate. Isolates are kind of like the middle child of the commodity world. They don't get as much attention because they're not as profitable or as high volume as soybean feed or oil, and so suppliers tend to be monopolies and can charge you an arm and a leg. Next up, you start with an imperfect ingredient, a grainy powder, no form, no structure, and you add all manner of flavors, enzymes and other additives to make it mimic meat. These flavor houses are not cheap to work with either, and introduce unnecessary additives and chemicals. Lastly, most startups lack the capacity to have a large-scale manufacturing operation from the start. So they go to a co-packer or co-manufacturer and ask them to make the products. Once the product leaves the factory, both the startup and the co-packer walk away with the same gross margins, but from here, the startup bears the cost of marketing and distribution and those risks. In all, there's a mismatch in information and an uneven balance of power. Along the way, entrepreneurs will also have to ask for help to bridge many different gaps. Don't know food science? Hire a team. Give them some equity and hope that they've worked on similar products before. Don't know how to choose extruders? Pay a consultant, ask them to help you figure out the specifications. Don't get me wrong, these are not the wrong things to do, but they are costly in terms of time, money and equity. And yet again here, entrepreneurs are blindsided by information asymmetry. You don't know what you don't know, and the supporters can be well-meaning, but wrong. The result, you end up with a product that might meet some of what you wanted to do. It might smell like meat, might taste like meat, might look like meat, but it is not cheap and not necessarily healthy. 100 Burgers is about how we can break open this information asymmetry and democratize the food industry. I have worked with tremendous people in this industry who know infinitely more than I do, whose wisdom are extremely relevant in all the scenarios an entrepreneur will face. The knowledge is out there, but to bridge the gap, I want to create the GitHub equivalent of the plant-based world. I want to make the plant-based industry open source. 100 Burgers will create and maintain an information repository accessible by anyone from anywhere. The information will traverse all product types, technologies, ingredients, processes, and know-how. Everything you need to supercharge a young startup. The outcome will be 100 new plant-based burgers launched by startups all over the world in the communities that they are embedded in, making use of the latent opportunities around them, serving up burgers that are affordable and nutritious for you. My name is Nigel, this is the 100 Burgers team, and I'm off to make my lentil burger. Thank you.